I think I am a good example because in Paris, the market is really close. You can't go play in really big high club in Paris like this.
Kind music everywhere, blah, blah, blah. I understand it because it is everywhere and it is what the market is demanding.
You do push every day. It's really important, but it's mindset. And I think when you have company,
Guys, what's up? Welcome to Brodie Nero TV. Thanks so much. Exclusively on YouTube for now. Always the best podcast, DJ sets, new music releases. We're here in Bali at IS Studios. I'm with my new friend, Montaigne. We're here in Bali. How you doing, man?
yeah, nice to meet you.
Yes.
And thank you for inviting me here. I'm really happy to meet you in Bali.
Yes.
And thank you for all the good party I make with you.
Bro, it's been a week, right? We've had a few late nights now.
Yeah.
For sure. We still got one more tonight, finishing up the Miss Fish Matsuri Festival.
Yeah.
Man, I think a great place to start is just at the beginning of this week. I mean, you said you've been to Bali before. I think this was your first time performing
Yeah.
this past week.
Yeah.
So a question I'd like to start with is, what's your thoughts on Bali's music scene and its evolution?
It's so good. It's so good because I can't imagine before I come here, the people have this energy, of course, hospitality, and all people are really nice, really kind. And no, that's so super. I'm super happy to come here because I never know. I never know, and I never know. I don't know the market here.
Yeah.
Because I am from Paris, and Paris, of course, it's a big place for the night. And no, I'm really shocked. I'm really happy to come, and for me, it's one of the best party for me I have make now because the energy is really high, and also your party because I come for show the atmosphere when you play, and every day it's so crazy because in Miss Fish you have a lot of energy every day, a lot of people, and also your party you have beautiful people, and I'm really shocked. I can't imagine this before I come.
Wow. Wow, that's so nice to hear, man. We're really trying to build something special at Miss Fish, and to hear someone that, I mean, we'll talk a bunch about your career and your experience, but obviously you're well traveled. You've seen a lot of different parties, you've created a lot of different parties, and to hear that Miss Fish, this intimate, small, cozy venue, is one of your favorite performances that you've ever done. It speaks a lot about what Miss Fish is doing right now. And really, I feel Miss Fish is now, and Bali in general, is like it's a stamp on the map around the world as a place that artists want to put like in their tour circuit.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, for sure, and all, like, when you come play in Paris, you never speak with the owner, with the people, with the staff like this. And now when I come to you, I speak with the owner, with the wife of the owner. They are so really nice.
Yeah,
And all
family
people,
vibe.
yes, it's really cool. It's really cool.
Yeah, amazing, bro. Still sticking on the beginning of the week, I want to spend a bunch of time right now on your performance. So to let everybody know, Montaigne played a headline set at She's With Us, my weekly Tuesday party in Miss Fish. And dude, if I'm super honest, I may as well be super transparent. So our bookings for that night were pretty good, but we weren't sold out like we usually are. So I anticipated a good crowd for you because we always have a great party and a great crowd. But I was like, man, like, I hope it's a really strong one to make a good impression for you. And if I'm super honest, bro, like, your set turned what was going to be an okay night into an amazing night. It's like, obviously, when you have a nightclub, you have people that go in and out, and we can see the counter of people that come in and out. And dude, like, I swear, everybody that came in Miss Fish that night, they stayed in Miss Fish that night because of your book, because of your playing. And I'm confident enough to say that people that came in that might have been just GA, general admission, they ended up upgrading, buying bottles and taking a table and staying because the vibe was so good, man. So I want to spend a bunch of time, I think, primarily focusing on what makes a good DJ set. because again, being super honest, we book a lot of great talent in Miss Fish, and I think that there's a line here where there's great DJs that are known for playing a certain sound and they stick to their sound and they don't really waver from it or go different ways.
Yeah.
But you, I think you observe that Bali is a very touristic crowd.
Yeah.
It's very diverse. And if you go one way for too long and you play too cool, too underground, too unreleased, as much as that music is cool and guys like myself that work in the industry would appreciate it, those people that are there that aren't as musically educated, they don't know the cool stuff as much, let's say, you might lose them, right? But you did this amazing job jumping across different genres, playing cool unreleased stuff, playing nostalgic classic records, playing some fun, maybe let's say more mainstream stuff to keep them engaged. You jumped all over in this super seamless way. And I know I'm going on and on right now, but I just want people to really understand what Montaigne did when he was here.
Thanks.
And how special it was, man, because like you just held us. I mean, I've never posted so many Instagram stories about one artist, man. Like it's crazy. Like I feel it even right now talking about, man, how special of a night it was, man. So again, I just wanted to lay out how special of a set it was and why I think it was great. And all that being said, bro, if you could tell us a bit about, in your mind, how you approached playing this set on this Tuesday night.
Thank you. That's touched me. Thank you for all.
Yeah.
And yeah, I think because I'm DJ for a long time now.
How many years?
12 years now.
12. Okay, gotcha.
Yeah, but I stopped 10 years. I made just two years, and I stopped 10 years. Just I play for me because I opened a company. I have a lot of company in Paris that's grew up very fast, and I don't know what I do, but a bank invests in my company and I do stop really fast. And after this, that's miss me all the time. I make production in my in my house, and I want restart, but I never stop. Just I play for me, and when I restart 1 year ago, just 1 year, I know nobody in Paris. I just restart in little space in Pigalle, because I have friends. Emmerich open the club for me and said, "Bro, come." I restart at zero, and that's go very fast. And because before I play and I never stop it, and I feel all the time when I restart what I do. And for me, you do play, of course. You do what you like. You do make a production for you because you like, but you do thinking of the business, because now the industry is a business too. And I think if you play when owner or director book you, he make invest, but for you, he make a marketing, and you do thinking of the club. It's for me, it's really important because they do make, of course, the money because they book you, and you do play for the people, because if the people like the party, they speak really good after, and they said, "Oh, I go to this party. I really love the song. Okay, next week we come back. We come back to this party," and that is really good. And I think like this, when I start like Tuesday, when I start to play, I saw the vibe and the people. I saw, of course, that's touristic.
Yeah.
And I never prepare my set. Never. I just feel the vibe. I come few hours, and I said, okay, I do play like this. And you play before me.
Yeah.
I love. And I said, okay, I understand where I do go. And I start, and after I feel the vibe, and honestly, I'm really shocked. I said, many people come next to me and take a phone. I said, wow. And after, the vibe never stop it. The dance floor is all the time full.
Yeah.
And I think it's good when you play and you move all the time. You don't stay like on the same vibe all the time, because you keep the energy on the dance floor. And I do my best for for you because I respect you invite me and I want the people stay because you are owner of the party. I want bring whole people, and I all the time watch my see my watch, and I said, okay, 1 hour again and again and again, and one,
I think it was 4.5 hours you played, man.
yeah,
Like 1 till 5:30, something like that.
exactly, yeah, we
And
start,
like it's interesting because if we were to say you kept pumping the whole night and held the crowd, you did, but it's not that you kept playing nonstop bangers. It's
yeah,
that you held them in a way that obviously held them with strong songs, but then gave them the opportunity to breathe a little bit.
yeah,
And maybe some people ran to the bar to get a drink, catch their breath literally, and then come right back on the floor to breathe. So
yeah,
it's an interesting way to explain this. How it's like when we say you held the crowd for 4.5 hours straight, it's
yeah,
not that you were playing Beatport top 10 or top
no,
100 nonstop. It's that you curated a set that was
yeah,
diverse, eclectic. I mean, there was moments where there was this huge drop coming and it switched into like this tech house song, and I was like, whoa, and everybody's screaming. We'll put some footage up during this podcast so people can
yeah,
see, because it's like I have this one friend, and he came at like friggin' 4 in the morning, and he's like, yo, the crowd is eating the DJ, like they're just on him.
yeah.
And I was like, yo, it's true.
So thank you.
Yeah,
Yeah, but I think the vibe, because when I play, I use the stem. Maybe you show when I play,
yeah,
and for me this is really really cool because people know the track, know the vocal, for example,
yeah.
but that's not the same like original tracks.
Ah,
And
okay.
for me, that is really good because when you play, it look like alive. And I love this because you can make remix in live,
Hmm.
and for me that's really cool because you can mix a vibe, and that creates something special for me.
Yeah,
You maybe you feel the vibe when, like for example, I have a one vocal really really open, but with a little bit tech house beat, and that's really cool because you can have traction with people like this because they know the track but they don't know the edit, you know,
yeah,
and
yeah.
that's cool.
So just to explain so people understand, so you always have some sort of stem playing. Maybe the stem changes time to time.
Yeah,
And to explain to people what that means is like, so for example, at Miss Fish, we have 4 CDJs, just to
yeah,
give it some context here.
yeah,
Maybe one CDJ has a stem that's constantly going. So there's always a groove. And then you're bringing in one song while that stem is playing,
yeah,
and then can go to the other song. And what I like about that is when you have a stem or a loop constantly going, it makes there's never like a down point when you're transitioning. Sometimes when a song is finishing, you can tell it's finishing, and then you can hear the intro of a new song coming in.
yeah,
But when you have that stem going, the energy is just constant. So
yeah.
that's the holding of the crowd. It's never letting them down. Is that pretty
That,
accurate?
yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah. And it's for that I love this because I work a lot for for this because it's not easy to make this in live because if you make mistake is a big mistake.
Yeah, yeah.
But yeah, in live it's cool because that's look like a different,
Yeah.
and that's I love this, and of course I make also my remix, my edit, and
Yes.
that I think is cool too.
Right.
And no, but I'm super happy to come, and but really completely when I go back home, I can't imagine, and I stay 1 hour in the sofa
Yeah.
because the energy it's so special.
You were buzzing.
And
Yeah.
yeah, and for me it's the first time I do bring a time after play because I'm completely forget
Wow.
because the vibe is really really strong,
Yeah.
and you know the space is really beautiful,
Yes.
and I don't know, it's really magic, really magic.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah. Truly, man. Well said. One thing you mentioned before is that you didn't or you don't prepare for sets ever. And I've heard lots of DJs say this, and it's something that if I'm correct, let me know. I think that the reason you're able to not have to prepare for a set is because you know your library so well. Everything's organized
Yeah.
super well. Could you talk a bit about the importance of having your music structured and organized in a good way so that you know where everything is? Or maybe you could let us know the time that you've invested understand or listening to your music and knowing your library and how important that is.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Because I know perfectly the track, and you know, I never play the song for 6 minutes like extended. I all the time around 2 3 minutes. I bring just the vocal or the beat, and I mix. I mix all
Okay.
the time two tracks all together,
Yeah.
and for because I training a lot. Now I know perfectly the song when you have a drop, when you can cut,
Mm.
when the vocal start, close, and but it's yes it's I'm training a lot for make
Wow.
a mix like this,
Wow.
and I think it's important. You do training for create something,
Yeah.
but special for you. What you
Mm.
do, what you have. If you play like normal and you make nothing, it's cool, of course, but you do find your way.
Yeah.
And I think I have find something maybe a little bit different about another DJ,
Yeah.
and I want to explore again this way because I like for me it's that's something special when I play. I sometimes I play and said, okay, I do bring in my memory this because I make a remix like this because I love.
Yes.
And yes, but it's again it's alive, and that's sometimes if you doesn't training, you it's dangerous.
Yeah.
But no, I never prepare because it's really important for me. You feel the vibe, and of course when you go play like for example I play in Paris. Paris, the people is really different to maybe Ibiza,
Mm-hmm.
to maybe Spain. I have one story, for example. I go play in Spain at Lula, and I never I never go in this club. I don't know who who go in this club too. I just saw the lineup. I saw a beautiful lineup, and I go play at Saturday party. And when I enter, I saw it's so techy, and I said, okay. But for me, they are really open because I have played in another club in Los Amontes. It's
Mm-hmm.
really open music, Afro house, and that's completely opposite. I said, okay. And when I start at 1 o'clock, I start like normal, Afro house, happy. And I saw the vibe. That's cool, but not really good.
Yeah.
And I said, okay, I do chain hold now, and I go play tech house, and I start tech house 1:30 to 6 o'clock, and when we finish at 6, the dance floor is full, and it's the first time in my life I play for all night long tech house, but
Wow.
because I love whole music, and I listen all. I think it's cool because I can go play on some place, and it's cool because I can bring the energy and bring the people with me. But I'm a little bit disappointed when I saw that. I said, "Whoa, what I can do?" Because it's so yeah, they love really hard music,
Yeah.
but it's cool. It's really cool.
Yeah. Interesting. It makes me want to ask this question. So, you have a bunch of music releases now. You're
Yeah,
signed with Make the Girls Dance.
yeah,
You showed me some of your unreleased stuff. It sounds awesome. It definitely has that like current Afro, heavy percussive energy to it. And what I wanted to ask you is, so obviously when you're releasing music, the style of music you start to put out begins to define how you're looked at as an artist. So people say, "Oh, Montaigne's playing. We're gonna hear this type of Afro house, most
yeah,
likely." I'm just
yeah,
making up a situation.
yeah,
Um, and then you're a DJ that wants to adapt and cater to the crowd and give the best for the club, no matter where the club is in the world, no matter the type of people.
Yeah.
How do you see yourself managing, like, say for example, this instance, if you're in the situation again where you get booked at a club,
Yeah.
you're known for these singles. Let's say you drop a collab with Hugel next month, and everybody's like, "Yo, I love this song. This is what I'm expecting from Montaigne." But then you play this club, and they want tech house all night. As an artist, do you think that there's some sort of battle or any struggle or conflict when you're booked because you're known for this style of music, but when you get to the venue, they're expecting this? Do you think it's important as a DJ that you play exactly what the crowd wants, or is it important as an artist to make sure that you play music that's within your brand, let's say?
Yeah, I completely understand.
Yeah.
For me, it's for that I make music like actually I have a collab with like Voodoo Child. We have 2 tracks together.
Wow.
I start one with Drizzy. That take a little bit time because he play everywhere. I don't have too much time, but we start something.
Mm-hmm.
I have one with of the label of Ugel is opposite to Voodoo Child because Voodoo Child is really more techy, Afro tech, I think.
Right.
And I have one with Emmanuel Esposito. He make famous remix Is Not Right.
Yes.
It's open music,
Yeah.
but so amazing remix.
Wow.
And I have one like with Idaziz, or vocal guys,
Yeah.
with my friends Sisumi live in Miami. And I take a different way and different type of music and production because I don't want to stay in one style of music because for me Afro tech, Afro house, and tech house, you can find your touch in every style, you know. And when I produce, I have my touch, and I think with time, people know when just you listen like Alex One have a touch like Livake,
Yeah.
or Ugel,
Yeah.
and when you listen, you know directly it's a new music about him, like
Yes.
Dimo. Dimo is special touch and I love him. The producer is a really good producer, and I think it's really important to open your mind because now the market is really big, and I think you do make music for you what you like, but it's important to have a good vision on the market because the market move very fast.
Yeah.
Like Afro House, that's coming like this, and all people make a lot of remix about a lot of commercial music,
Yeah.
and after that change, now it's little bit more aggressive in Afro. It's little bit Afro tech,
Yep.
and it's like because if you find your way, you can make a different type of music. Just that you do find your touch. I think it's important now, and for me, when because now actually I have a lot of requests for booking, and I go play, but before I show a lot of the social media or the venue of the DJ, because I don't want to go at one place just for marketing and social media because now social media is really important.
Yes.
But because if I go at one club, I do make a performance. I never go just for make play and say, okay, I go play in Morocco. It's so cool, but it's not my vibe, and I prefer say no. But yes, I think it's really important now to find your way and make what you want.
Yeah, yeah, I agree. And I think even for myself, when I play, like, I don't just play Afro House, I jump in a little bit of tech, a little bit melodic, because staying in one lane, it can become a bit monotonous and people get bored, I think. So when you shift the energy in a strategic and smooth way, it keeps people engaged and excited. And I had one guy on the podcast, Igor Marijuan, and he said, when you're going to play a place, and actually I can remember watching Joseph Capriati play a set, and it was in Toronto, and what Igor was saying was, in the beginning,
Yeah.
play what you think they want, so you build trust and engage them, and then once you have them, you can kind of do whatever you want. So
Yeah.
maybe the venue is used to tech house. You give them a couple tech house tracks,
Yeah.
but then you can switch to the Brodie Nero or the Montaigne vibe for a little bit. And then if you feel you're losing them, give them a little bit of tech, get them hype, then
Exactly.
bring them back and go back and forth. I mean, this is the whole thing about DJing, right? It's about
Yeah.
being adaptable, but at the same time, I think also taking control and realizing like we're the maestro, we're here to give an experience, and they
Yeah.
need to trust us for that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. True. Yeah. Because it's sometimes I go in the party and I saw the DJ. He played just for him, and
Mm.
the dance floor leave very fast, and it continues, and that is so bad, because I don't understand. You do open your mind, and some DJ said sometimes when I speak with them, oh, I don't love these guys, this DJ, and but okay, bro. Like for example, many guys speak about Ken music, for example,
Mm-hmm.
and one guy is really famous on social media. He said, "Don't play this," and he sing,
Yeah, yeah,
you
yeah.
know this,
Yeah, yeah.
you know this guy, but bro, okay, make the same, grow up with
Yeah.
like them. After you can speak,
Yeah.
because you make this for social media, but what you do, what you do, it's a
true.
good question,
Yeah.
and it's but they don't, when they make this, they don't know the story about them, because like a few years ago, when they are in Germany,
Yeah.
they do create the brand Ken music because they
Mhm.
doesn't have a booking.
Yeah.
Can you imagine? And now they are so famous.
Yeah.
And like for example, Rampa, I meet him in Ibiza, and this guy is really nice, open,
Yeah.
speak with everybody, and he's really good producer. He's a
Yeah.
producer for a long time ago, but
Mhm.
just people now make a judge because of social media and because
Maybe they're frustrated with themselves. I mean, you're bringing up a good point. Like, I may as well keep it honest myself. Like, I understand in the DJ scene, it's all the DJs that say we're sick of Afro house, or it's gentrified, or kind music everywhere, blah blah blah. I understand it because it is everywhere, and it is what the market is demanding. I was playing in Singapore last weekend. Like, I was telling my girl, like, I had 6 phones in my face that asked for kind music. Like just
yeah,
coming
you
up to
you
me.
tell me.
And I was like, yeah, of course it's like a bit annoying, but then I think, well, take a step back here. Like, these guys were not that famous however many years ago, and
Yeah.
they made something special that people love. And truth be told, most of the people that are complaining about, let's say, kind music or Afro house being everywhere, it's probably people that work in the industry
Yeah.
that don't have the success that they want, that are frustrated,
Yeah.
and they're annoyed by seeing the same thing everywhere. But man, we didn't make it like this. The people did. The market said we love this, and they're the ones spending the money. So this is what the people want right now. So it's like maybe
Exactly.
there's something we can learn here if we throw out our ego.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And just because we want, I think when move, for example, um, go out, or like another track, another name, c'est ça la vida,
Yeah.
you
Yeah.
know,
Yeah.
this track go outside like 2 years after all people play,
Oh,
and
wow. Yeah.
they create a
That's a good
vibe.
point.
All people won't play when they listen this music for the first time. Said, what is this track? For example, in Paris, all DJ play this track, but it's not released. And it's so funny because nobody know it's Ken music. And
Right.
when whole people know it's Ken music, said, no, really? I
Yeah.
said, because I have a lot of friend DJs. I said, yes, bro. He said, I can't imagine, but it's cool because they have a lot of vibe.
Mhm.
When they make music and producing music, they have all the time change and move,
Yeah.
and they don't make for the market. They make because they love what they do and what they
Yeah.
produce, and that is really good, really important, because sometimes for have a hit, you do produce like 100 track and nothing happen,
Yeah.
and one day you have just one and you grow very fast, like Vanco nobody know before the big hit actually he have,
Yeah.
and no, all people now want book him,
Yeah.
and that is so crazy.
Yeah.
And Vanko,
Shout out Vanko.
yeah. I love what
Yeah.
he do,
Hmm.
and he make just one big release, and now he play every all around the world, and
Hmm.
that is super cool.
Yeah, and it leads me speaking about kind of music again. So the whole concept of just not giving up and knowing that you're literally, quite literally, one hit song away from your life changing. Because I can think of
Yeah,
maybe a year or two ago when kind music started getting super super hot, and I was like, man, I want to listen to all their music, and I was going back on YouTube looking at songs that came out like 5 6 years ago, and then I would go through the comments and see comments from one day ago commenting on videos and songs from 6 years ago saying,
yeah,
yo, so excited I found this old kind music. So it's like maybe you think that those 100 songs before didn't matter and no one cares about them, but once you get that hit record and people fall in love with your music,
yeah,
they're going to go all the way back because they're real fans and they want to
yeah,
support everything you did. So it's like now you're earning money off music that came out 6 years ago.
yeah, yeah.
So it's so important that
So
once you start and commit to something, whether it's music or creating art or an acting journey or releasing anything before, like all of your previous work could end up going viral later on
yeah,
once you finally be hit your big break.
yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely. But it's crazy now, and also because the social media change whole.
Oh yeah.
Now you can make something inside, and that's grow up very fast, and
Yeah.
you don't know why, but that go very fast for you.
Yeah.
And I think I am a good example because in Paris, the market is really close. You can't go play in really big high club in Paris like this because just you start, and because I post a lot, and the club show, I have a lot of people next to me when I go play, and I create a good content because for me it's the keys when you start.
Yeah.
You do have good content because it's your card. It's the keys for me for open the new club.
Hmm.
If you doesn't have contents,
Yeah.
when guys doesn't know you, when director artistic of the
Yeah.
club immediately ask for Instagram.
Yeah, right away, bro. I want that before a press kit, before an email, before a WhatsApp. I want to see Instagram. I had one guy send me a name, and he goes, "Man, this DJ's coming. She's super sick. She plays amazing. She played here, there, blah blah blah. Can I put you in touch? Would you maybe book her?" I said, "Yeah. Send me your Instagram." He goes, here's the thing, bro. She's not super active on social media, and I don't want to discredit the skills she may have and the fact that she could put on a good show. And maybe there's a chance that I lost out on an opportunity, and maybe that's of my own ignorance or whatever. But
Mm.
whatever, this is the reality, man. The point is, this is the new
Uh,
resume. It's the new business card.
yeah,
Show me what you're up to and what you got going on, and that will
exactly.
help validate if it's a good idea. Because the thing is too, I mean, this is the sad reality of the industry now. It's not necessarily about how good you can play, but can you move people? Can you sell tickets? Do you have an aesthetically appeasing brand?
Yeah,
Because when we go to post that flyer, even if you're not that famous, if you have a good look, a good logo, all of these assets,
yeah.
we see that as valuable. Because
Mm.
again, our phones are an extension of us, and this is what we're looking to see if you can bring value to the venue.
Exactly. Yeah, it's so crazy now, and you do because now when you want to make this when you want our DJ is not just to make music in your home and after that grow up like this and it's really easy. Now you do make a good content, post every time, make music, producing, thinking about your gigs, and it's completely it's a real job now. It's you do work every time every day for other gigs,
Yeah.
and for example, I have a lot of people ask me every time, what you do for play everywhere and, like this very fast,
Yeah.
but they can't imagine it's a lot of work. I get
Yeah.
up at 8 o'clock every day, and I work about all, and it's so long. And but some guys don't understand this, and I think it's now you do be good on all. In if you forget something, that's not working. And for example, the perfect example for me it's Hugel.
Hmm.
Hugel he grew very, very, very fast. And also he is good on whole
Yes.
marketing, production. You have brand now of where
Yeah.
it's so crazy,
Yeah.
and he travel a lot, and he make a good music,
Yeah.
a big collab, and when you go, but he post every day.
Yeah.
He post every day, and now all around the world, and he make a really good job because the price level up every time, and now you have a big residency in Ibiza. Imagine in few years, but it's a lot of work, and it's crazy. It's crazy, and I think he's a businessman,
For sure.
and I think you do think like this if you want to grow up, because a lot of DJ born because we don't know, and they want be famous, but it's not like that.
Yeah.
It's really long,
Yeah.
and you do be patient because just if you are lucky and God give you a big banger,
Yeah. Yeah.
you do take time.
Everything can change, yeah, and
Mm.
it does take time realistically. You brought up a couple things I'd love to stay on for a moment because I'm big on, I always like to understand my guests' work ethic and commitment. And you said something, I'll just share a story quickly about Hugel. I mean, he's already there, you know, where he's at, people would say that's the pinnacle of success. Like you, of course, everybody wants more and wants to go bigger, but if anybody
Yeah.
could get anywhere remotely close to that, that would be it for them. But I remember when we had him, so Wani Bravo, shout out Wani Bravo, brought him to dinner for She's With Us Tuesday
Yeah.
at Miss Fish. So it was like Demo, Wani, Hugel, his
Okay.
whole media crew, his co-producers, everything. And they were there for a while, and he left because everybody saw it was Hugel, started bugging him for pictures, so he had to get out of there, of
Oh yeah.
course. But his team stuck around, and they partied a little bit. And I remember we were supposed to do the podcast at 4, but I think we did it at 6. And the reason there was a delay was because he had the whole team, after being out the night before on Tuesday, up for sunrise, driving like an hour to go shoot some sunrise content for like a new song. And I thought, whoa,
Yeah.
bro, like you're already there financially, fame wise, and you're active, and you probably could be chilling at
Yeah.
this point. To use the analogy of a car, you could probably put it on cruise control at this point and just keep going, and you would be okay, probably still be able to retire your family, whatever.
Yeah.
But he's still getting up that early. Like that's serious commitment, and I think it's something bigger pulling him to make him want to work like that. Like he's not satisfied. It's
Yeah.
so amazing and commendable. So shout out Hugel. That being said, you mentioned something earlier when we were talking about DJing, how training, putting in time for training.
Yeah.
I wanted to know, what does that look like for you? Because I was thinking about it, and I have huge opportunities coming to play some big shows this year. Shout out you, that I'm really excited about. And I was like, man, like I was watching some stuff on Kobe Bryant, rest in peace. And like I was thinking, man, like maybe even though I'm not playing sports, what if I adopted the mindset and work ethic of a professional athlete? So the same way that an athlete or Kobe Bryant gets up every day and shoots 100 free throws in the gym before anybody's there,
Yeah.
like why am I waiting to get booked to go and DJ? What if I go to Miss Fish during the day 2 or 3 times a week and just play for 1 hour, maybe 2 hours,
Yeah.
just to keep the motion, the idea, the repetition of really trying to master my craft,
Yeah.
right? So this is in my mindset to start doing. And
That's
I,
good.
I wanted to ask you, when you say training, like what does that look like? Are you looking at your schedule and saying, okay, I have to manage my 6 businesses, which you have
Yeah.
this, that, but from 5 to 6, I'm going to make sure I'm at home mixing. Like what does training look like for you when you mention that?
Yeah. Yeah. It's a good question,
Mm.
as it's not easy because you do when you live with somebody too.
Mm-hmm.
It's a job. It's a job too,
Yeah.
and I get up very early. I go make my sport immediately, and after I go back to home and 8 to 12 just for my work, just for my company.
Okay.
And after the afternoon, I have just two options: make music at my home because I have a home studio.
Yeah.
I can make a good production, and it's so quiet place.
Yeah.
That's really good.
Nice.
And second option, I go to the studio with somebody, and I bring these rules. I never never make nothing, because sometimes the friends call me for go play paddle at 3 o'clock. I say no. No, 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 no. I stay on the line all the time, every day, every day, every day. I just
Wow.
bring one day every Sunday with my family and of course girlfriends and children, because she have 2 children.
Yeah.
But just this, and after because I will want grow up, and I know if you doesn't make this, it's hard, because now you have a lot of people on the market,
Yeah.
and you do push every day, every day, every day. It's really important, but it's mindset. And I think when you have company, because when you have company, it's really not easy. You have we have problem every day, every day, and every day with the staff, because I have many staff,
Hmm.
and I all the time never lost time, and I push every time. When I have problem, I said okay, I do find a solution every time, and I think it's mindset. You do stay strong on the mindset, and I think it's a good keys. And because if you think like this, you that take a time, of course, but you can grow up, and you don't break the rules. You do be patient
Hmm.
and respect all people. I think you have your place. All DJ have the place,
Yes.
but they do fine. That is good. But and I respect all DJ, because I know it's so hard now for have a booking, and it's so difficult for have a connection, because sometimes you want to connect with some famous guys, and you just read your message and never no answer, and it's not easy.
Yeah.
But you do be patient, because if you are good and mindset open, you can make the industry is so cool now, because with social media you can connect very fast with some good guys, good mindset,
Yeah.
and some like Emmanuel Esposito, or Emmanuel Jal, or Idaziz.
Hmm.
We connect, we speak about the social media, and we make collab together. But really
Crazy.
simple, like Divoli, you book them tonight.
Yeah, just
uh,
off Instagram,
they are
just
so
connecting. Yeah.
yeah, they are so nice,
Yeah.
so cool, so
Hmm.
open, and I think it's good to think like this, because of course they can give me something, I can give something for them too,
Hmm. Hmm.
and I think that's run like this.
Yeah.
Yeah, for me it's all the time exchange. When you have party in Paris, I have 4 party in Paris now, on the best club in Paris. Imagine in 1 year, it's crazy.
Yeah.
But you know, now I have many DJ want play, and I answer at all the DJ, and of course I can't book all DJ, but
Hmm.
I try to be my best, because I said no for a lot of gigs in Paris,
Yeah.
and I try to introduce them, because I know it's really important. Because me, when I start, I just have one friend. He open the club for me,
Mm.
and I write, but I have no contact, no social media, nothing, and it's really hard.
Yeah.
And sometimes I'm said, oh, maybe I don't restart, because it's too much hard. And imagine 1 year after. And
Yeah, let's talk about that, man. It's actually a question I had. So you had mentioned earlier that you've been DJing and been in music for 12 years, but then there was a 10-year hiatus and
mm,
break. And then just in the last year or two, you've gotten back, recommitted to it, and going full on. And dude, I can't help but think about yesterday when we were sitting talking at Morabito, and you showed me like the notepad in your phone, and it's like 20 shows in a
yeah,
month, and you're doing this pretty much with no management.
yeah,
Um, and it's just insane to be able to acquire that. Could you talk to us? Because I'm sure a big question, maybe a great tagline for this video would be like
yeah.
Montaigne interview, how to get bookings as a DJ. Because to take
Mm,
a 10-year plus hiatus and then uh, position yourself in less than 2 years to organizing 20 gigs for yourself per month internationally. I mean, again, there's DJs that we've booked at Miss Fish that have hit songs out, that are actively touring, that don't have that many shows in a month. So
yeah.
it's pretty wild to have that, bro. So all that being said, what has the last year and a half or so looked like that you've been able to go from a 10-year break to now infiltrating the Paris scene, working with the biggest clubs and giving yourself 20 plus international gigs per month. Like, talk about the steps, I guess you could say, or some of the things you did to boost yourself up like that.
Yeah, it's so crazy actually, and I can't imagine this few months ago.
Mm.
But that now it's so crazy because I think my social media are strong because I have around 3,000 view, 3 to 5,000 view every month on my social media.
Mm-hmm.
That is really cool, and I make no promo, nothing. It's just natural, organic,
Wow, yeah.
and that is really good because the algorithm push me every
Yeah,
time,
that's great.
and it's so crazy because when I post like with usual, I don't mention him, but I don't know why the Instagram push very strong the post,
Whoa.
and I said wow, all people like, and the algorithm push the publication. It's so crazy.
How did they do that? Maybe they recognize it's him. Somehow the technology knows he's in the photo or something. That's kind of crazy.
Yeah,
Yeah, wow.
yeah. It's
Wow.
it's so crazy. And
Yeah.
when the club go in on my Instagram because the algorithm push me, I think they show the gigs because I manage my Instagram like I make all my show on story, but permanent story, and you can show the vibe and the people. And after I post like every 2 days, 2 3 days, and I have a really interesting conversation with Grosso Modo.
Okay.
Like Grosso Modo, they are really strong on social media,
Yeah.
and in 2 years they grow up very fast. And Damien told me, bro, you do post and make content every time is the keys for grow up very fast, and it's so true. Because when I restart, I know him, and I book them in Paris for the first time,
Wow.
and they are so nice with me. They said, bro, we show you when you play, you are good, but now you do push your social media, and it's a really good keys. And now when I go play, like in, for example, I have one show in Sicily, in Italia. I go play, and that's a big night, and another club no speak and book me, and I really answer very fast. When I have no all my message, I answer. I have no message, no pen and nothing. I really work like this because for me it's really important too.
Okay.
And I think it's really important because the people ask you for booking, immediately you answer, and you speak, and that's okay. You are booking. You have booking, and I I have friends of me. I don't know the name. I don't give you the name,
Yeah.
but he know I speak about him. He's my
Yeah.
best friend. I love him,
Yeah.
but on the social media sometimes he forget to answer, and he's a really good DJ. He's my best friend, and I explained to him, bro, you do push your social media and answer very fast because you lost the gigs, and you don't do lost, and that's I think it's so important.
Yeah.
And of course, when I connect with somebody, because I am owner for the party, I can bring a DJ come to play my party, and of course I never ask for booking, never,
Yeah.
because I think you don't do ask for booking. It's really cool for guys come to on your Instagram, like and book you,
Yeah. Okay.
and just that is really important. And for me, when people come and speak, and sometimes I speak with guys around like they have maybe around I don't know, but 15 years, 16 years, and they ask me for video, for message, for something. I really all the time answer and speak with them. I take a time for all people because it's because you take time with people, they push up and they speak about you, and this is so important to speak with whole people, not
Wow.
but it's time. That takes the time because you have your brand now,
Mm-hmm.
and it's really cool party. It's so amazing. You bring a really good DJ, and whole people. I think you have a lot of message for come to play
For sure.
at your place, and
Daily.
yeah, it's crazy.
It's important you're saying.
But it's not easy for manage
I was gonna ask, like,
alone.
what you're saying sounds logical. It sounds commendable, respectable, and it sounds like the right thing to do.
Mm.
But like, for me, if I'm honest, I ignore a lot of messages, and I've justified it to say that I'm like protecting my mental health and energy because so many messages come in
Right.
that I feel like sometimes if I open the conversation, because not everybody takes no well,
Yeah.
and they are pushy, and I respect that to a degree. But
Mm.
if I'm honest, I'm a human. There's off days that I have. There's days where I just don't feel like it. I'm not into it. And for me, not answering is easier than me projecting or getting frustrated saying, bro, like, fuck off. Like, that's enough messages. I told you when I'm ready, I'll
Yeah.
let you know. Or I said, go work on this and then I can maybe help you out.
Yeah.
How are you?
Yeah.
What do you attribute to your ability to stay cool, calm, and collected and professional, managing that many messages?
Sport.
Sport?
Sport. Yeah.
Wow.
For me, sport. That when I go to sport, I turn off my phone,
Mm.
just thinking of me, and I'm really focused on what I do. And when I finish, I'm feeling calm, no stress, and it's good because I never stress. I have never stressed because I have a many life in my life. I think
Yeah.
because I'm rugbyman player before for 6 years.
Oh, what? Sorry.
I'm rugbyman player.
Oh, rugby.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, okay.
6 years and 2 years in professional in
Fuck, that's a
France.
tough sport, bro.
Yeah, it's good sport. And rugby is a really good sport because it's a man sport.
Mm-hmm.
And when you feel the energy because you never win alone,
Mm-hmm.
and that's really different when you are DJ because you are alone when you are DJ.
Yeah.
And my mindset is really for me. I'm not thinking alone. I think with all people, because for me, if you are really open in your mindset and make a new friends, you meet a lot of guys, you can go very fast, more fast if you think alone inside your head. And but of course it's really difficult for speak about this point when you are alone
Yeah.
and manage whole alone
Yeah.
because you do take taxi, travel plane, hotel,
Yeah.
manage all and for the price about the price when you speak with club, it's better when something speak for you.
Yeah.
Of
Yeah.
course,
Yeah.
that's not the same feeling for one director when he speak with the management and also when he speak with the DJ directly. That's not the same,
Mm-hmm.
but it's more professional when you have somebody work with
Sure.
you for
Yeah.
sure. But you know, some company have a lot of talent, thinking if the talent have just 2 gigs every month, it's cool. For me, it's really not cool. Just because they search price, because they take a commission.
Mm.
Not all agency, but some agency,
Yeah.
and that is not really good because for me, if you doesn't have content and if you have just 2 gigs every month, people forget you really fast. And
Yeah.
after you have pressure for make a new big music for keep the vibe. And I have a friend of me, he make a big hit last year and no marketing. And now he's done.
Wow.
And agency, he have agency, make no content for him. I can't understand. They bring money and they don't invest of the artist. And that is so crazy because now you have a big pressure. You have almost 2 million of stream with the track.
Yeah.
Actually,
Yeah.
yeah, 2 years ago, and it's a big hit.
Yeah.
And it's so crazy because you have not too much gigs. And I explained to him because I have company of marketing. Bro, you do post and you do invest of you. No win, no money. Make all on the marketing, bro. Now, it's now. It's your time.
Yeah.
And it doesn't make.
Wow.
And now it's done.
Man.
And that's so crazy. Imagine.
Yeah.
And you have a big hit, bro. Big hit.
Dude, it's nuts you're saying that. So there's a clip on the I have a Instagram page specifically for this podcast called Brodie Nero TV. And I brought on this one artist and the clip is talking about music versus marketing.
Yeah.
And the guy says in the clip, Azari says, I'm gonna catch a lot of shit for saying this, but master your marketing, not your music. And the reason why it went viral is because everybody was pissed off saying, how dare you say that? The music is everything, blah, blah, blah. And it's true. If you don't have a good product, all the marketing in the world isn't necessarily going to help it.
Mm-hmm.
But to have a great product and to not market it right, you may as well have a bad product or a bad song because it's not going to make the impact that it could with a good marketing plan. So I'm glad you said that because it's not that it's not that we're trying to say, put less focus on the music, have lots of focus, make a great product, but put equal or even more effort on the marketing front.
Yeah, for sure. It's a really good example. Imagine you have a hit,
Yeah.
and 2 years after you have no gigs.
Yeah, that's nuts.
It's so crazy. And I think he said, okay, now it's my time. I'm on the top, and he forget something.
That's crazy.
And that's so crazy. And
Yeah.
I'm really sad for him because he's a really nice guy. But now he make a lot of track for Grow Up. Of course, he have a lot of stream again. It's so
Yeah.
cool.
Yeah.
But you know, when I speak with a friend, I said, "Oh, it's my friend." They don't know who is him. And but when I said, "But he make this music," yes, okay, we know.
Yeah.
That's so crazy.
Yeah.
And but the good example, for example, like Revo, Alex One, Joezy, they make a good remix and they make a lot of marketing, and now they play all around the world.
Non-stop. Yeah.
Yeah, that is good. But for example, when Alex One make the good remix, and he push, and it's crazy because he make a lot of marketing, and now he play at Tomorrowland. He play, but before he play in Paris, on the club in Paris, and all the life sounds like this, and
Yeah.
that's a really good example
Yeah.
because Milkshake is a remix, and that's grow up very fast. During one summer, all people play this track, and now you have a really good career.
Yeah, yeah. So it sounds like the gem of wisdom there is that if you manage to successfully put together a great record and put it out and it starts getting attention, it's not a time to chill. It's a time to go even crazier with the content, pushing, talking about it, posting, pushing yourself to get shows, all that stuff.
Yeah.
Bro, as we work our way towards the closing of the podcast, you've already given so much inspiration and wisdom, which we're grateful for. I wanted to ask you if you could leave us with 3 gems of wisdom, and these gems of wisdom or tips or whatever would specifically be for the DJ that's local still. He's got his local residencies, released a couple songs, maybe on some smaller indie labels, but is really trying to get on the road like Montaigne, get 20 gigs a month,
Thanks.
really immerse himself in the scene internationally. So going from local to global, what would be 3 gems of wisdom or advice that you could offer them?
For me, you do stay really normal. You never do exciting because you have really one good gigs because the way is very long. The road is so difficult for grow up, and you do stay really quiet and calm all the time. For me in second, you do make what you want. Never forget what you love, but you do be patient, and you do stay close to to your family and people who you love because they push you, and that's the best power for you, the best energy. If you have a really good friends or your wife push you, You feel really good when you go play. You have no, you don't worries about something, and never forget the market is very difficult, but you have place.
Yeah.
For me, it's that's it.
Wow. Wow. Amazing, man. Well, dude, it's been an awesome week so far. We've had
Yeah,
epic nights, new friendships started, more great things coming.
yeah.
Appreciate you being here.
Thank you.
To everybody watching, I got tons of value. I'm sure you did too. If you haven't yet, please like the channel, or sorry, subscribe to the channel, like the video, leave a comment, leave your feedback. We'll see you in the next episode. Brodie Nero TV. We're out.
Bye bye.